The Forza Motorsport series has come a long way from a simple Gran Turismo competitor, developing into an annual franchise that satisfies every type of racing enthusiast. While Turn 10 Studios is handling the main series, Playground Games has been hard at work creating arguably the best and most diverse racing experience on the market. Forza Horizon has gone from a burnout paradise experiment into a full-fledged franchise that outshines its big brother. Originally starting off in Colorado, USA, the Horizon Festival is traversing across the globe, and with the third installment, heads to Australia. This brings players to not only the dune-filled deserts, but tropical rainforests, sandy beaches, and grassy plains. Australia is the perfect playground for players to drive through, as it's not only graphically impressive, but highly diverse. In terms of racing mechanics, not a whole lot has changed over its predecessors, but that's probably for the best considering how tightly refined they are. While there's paved roads for street racing, it's the off-road events that shine the brightest. There's just something about the dust and grass kicking up while going off track, and how loose the traction becomes that's just so appealing. The event structure hasn't changed a whole lot either, with most of the activities being your standard circuit and sprint races. That being said, Australia is densely packed with activities, so players will never become bored, especially if they indulge in the online portion. Speaking of multiplayer, online connectivity has always been a high priority for racing games, and Forza Horizon 3 doesn't skimp out. Along with the traditional modes such as Infected, Flag Rush, and King, players will now be able to play the entire campaign cooperatively. Various elements of the online component have been melded seamlessly with the single-player portion, but it doesn't always work flawlessly. For example, the convoy system allows friends to randomly appear and drive alongside of you, even if it's just their drivatars. Unfortunately, this can be incredibly annoying, as there's no indication or notification this will occur, and most of the time, the drivatars will only get in your way. The menu system at a Horizon site will require various load times. While they don't take too long, the number of layers and subfolders players will encounter will quickly rack up time spent looking at a black screen. The new auction house is also a bit confusing in how it handles bids. If you lose an auction, naturally you'd think the credits that were put down would be deposited back into your bank account, right? Well, that isn't the case, as they need to be collected through a rather tedious process. While certain parts of the menu system have been streamlined, there's still a lot to be desired. While the leap from Forza Horizon 2 isn't as significant as it was from 1, the incremental improvements are felt in force. There's still some work that needs to be done, particularly in the auction house and menu system. But there's just so much entertaining content stuffed into this one package. With a huge catalog of vehicles simulated to perfection, and a vast world seamlessly connected online, Forza Horizon 3 ends up being an unparalleled racing experience. For more on Forza Horizon 3 and everything gaming related, head over to hardcoregamer.com for your fix.